Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-month reading, mid-April and full moon reading. Welcome. So let's just get into it because I'm supposed to make these readings relatively shorter. I do have a couple of announcements though. First of all, I'm using a Celtic cross for this reading. Second of all, I'm using a different deck, new deck, one deck that hasn't appeared before. I've kind of been hiding this deck from everyone because I thought I wasn't ready for it, but I was very pulled to using the Thoth for this full moon reading for some reason. So even though I'm not totally ready in terms of I haven't mastered each card yet, let's do this. This is a very powerful deck. Every time I've picked it up to do readings for myself, I've gained so much wisdom, so much. And so I'm hoping that I can share that with you guys as well. It's a beautiful first card to start with, Pisces. We have the Lover's card here. Okay, so that is the central issue. And although some cards may come out in reverse, like they have for the first two signs I've read for, we will not interpret the reversals in this deck. Your second card here is this Four of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, Six of Swords. I knew something was off there. Sorry about that. Your Six of Swords here. So, we're talking about a relationship, perhaps one that may be suffering some turbulence at this time. And the challenge here is to put things to rest in a good way, to transcend to calmer times. Oh, wow, sorry guys, wow. So ever since I've been using this deck as well, the cards just fly out and fall to the ground. Okay, what is crowning you is this Prince of Swords, the Knight of Swords. What is beneath you and in your foundation here is this Six of Discs. Six of Pentacles. Which makes for a solid foundation card here. Where I get the feeling that you and your partner are ready to come together in more serious terms, ready to join assets and have enough money to consider starting a family. However, okay, it's not recommended to make any big moves at this time. Venus is still retrograde, Mercury is retrograde, a lot of key planets are retrograde. So if you plan on getting engaged or married, I would put this off for a while. All I mean to say with this foundation card truly is that it is a good foundation to come to the reading with. The Six of Pentacles here denotes being comfortable enough to give and receive, but more to give from your own pocket, give from your own money to help others around you. And since your central issue here is talking about the potential of lovers coming together, then I'm using it in the context of a relationship. But this can theoretically apply to so many things. It can apply to being more loyal to your own personal needs and pampering yourself as well. Because the Lovers card here, you know, my readings are not just for people who are in relationships. My readings are for individuals as well. And not everyone is coupled at this time. Not everyone has a partner. So to me, what is so deep about the Lovers card is that it can also talk about your own soul and coming together with your higher self and really being true to your calling, true to your nature this way. And finally, being at peace with oneself here, whereby this is no longer viewed as a challenge. This is viewed as winning the battle to truly appreciate yourself and what you can do for your own success in the future here. You're almost eager to start achieving even more, eager to get things done, you know, to get things moving. Because things for you have finally fallen into place, Pisces. You feel so much more confident after last month to just keep on going. You have this in the past position. Okay. Almost, wow, well, a lot of people are getting the High Priestess in their mid-month readings here. This is what is coming for you. And they are also, other signs are also getting it in similar positions as well. So in your case, this is more immediate future energy, calling on your intuition, calling on strengthening your faculties, suggesting that you might not have full proof that your plan is going to work, apart from trusting your own gut feelings that it will. So you're naturally swayed to be a bit cautious and responsible, actually. So you know that you have what it takes to succeed, and you're quite confident that your plan is a very good one. However, you will do what it takes to put together a strategy that is calculated. So you're going to make sure that all your I's are dotted, your T's are oh, I've been suffering brain farts like this almost all day, you guys. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean. Your T's are dashed. In this reading, you are being presented here as the Prince of Discs, the Knight of Pentacles, who is a responsible and very serviceable character. Someone who acts quite slowly. And that's beautiful here because it's complementing your environment card, which is talking about temperance. In this deck, it's called Arts. So, and what is temperance anyway? Temperance is mastering the art of balance. So I like and agree with the description of Mr. Crowley's interpretation of temperance in this deck, because we can achieve pure artistry in how we manage our lives if we know how to unlock our efforts wisely. So we know that we ought to spend a few hours a day in the office, at the gym, getting healthy, sleeping, etc. And that if we overdo any one of those things, then it will be more detrimental to our overall growth than anything else. Next to the High Priestess here, this is also talking about a very good, and with the Universe card, all of this coming together, you know, this entire row, let me just lower the screen here. Here, we're really dealing purely with major cards, major trump cards from the universe, the world, lovers, the priestess, and art. We're talking about major transformations happening in the right direction, you guys, which is amazing. I'm so happy that this reading is turning out the way that it is. And your full month reading, as it stood anyway on its own, was pretty good, in my opinion. And now your mid-month is just confirming further to me that you are on the right path, despite this sense of mental turbulence that you may be experiencing, which is only coming from this feeling of anticipation that things are, you know, are about to happen and at a very, very fast pace. But since the world around us right now, in our environment, we are being slowed down by certain external forces beyond our control. We are being slowed down. So the planets are kind of working against you, against us. Venus is also retrograding back into your sign, by the way. So you will feel slow, like progression is slower than usual. Okay? This is you, again, very slow progression, but you will feel this even more if we are talking about a relationship here, because Venus is retrograde in your sign, Pisces. But it also means that you get to spend a great amount of time, a great deal more in Venus than other signs do. So we take this as a blessing, especially if you were born during Venus being retrograde in your charts. So perhaps have a look at your natal chart and pay attention to where your Venus placement is. In your hopes and fears section here is the Three of Swords. We are talking about being afraid of disappointment, being afraid of getting hurt, and receiving sorrow. And this is more in line with, there's this sense of paranoia that I'm picking up on, because it has a lot to do with how it is that you are treating the order of things. Like I said, you are speeding up the process a lot more than the world around you is allowing it to happen. So in your mind, you are rushing things. When you do not see people in your environment reacting as quickly as you do, then you start to get worried that either you're doing something wrong or people are receiving you incorrectly. And this starts to take a toll on your ability to remain calm at mind. We want to remain calm. Again, remember that throughout this entire reading, your challenge is to achieve, well, here it's called science, but honestly, the Six of Swords talks about mastering the ability to remain calm and mixing elements. Again, we're talking also about temperance here, mixing the right elements together so that you get to the formula you need to achieve this mental calmness and satisfaction in your life, where we want to avoid this feeling of sorrow and we want to work towards, in this case, prudence here, which is the Eight of Discs. We want to work towards a more fulfilling standard of achievement. So let me put that in less convoluted terms, honestly, because that statement may not make so much sense. ultimately what I'm trying to say is we want to spend our days working hard, but we want to trust the process, and we want to love what it is that we're working on, so that we don't end our days in bed thinking back and convinced that we've just wasted our day working in a job that we do not find fulfilling, or working on a relationship with someone whom we do not truly believe deserves our time of day, even though everyone deserves our time of day, correct? However, for some of us, we may be trapped in relationships that are making us miserable, that are making us unhappy, or relationships that we are actually making a lot harder for the people we're with. So they may be unhappy, they may not be comfortable in the relationship, and we're not helping the process, perhaps because we're applying too much pressure. And this is the kind of energy that you want to avoid. This is a good time to try to bring together your beliefs, your core beliefs, with the beliefs of those around you. So again, our central issue is this Lover's card, and we're talking about reconciling our needs with our higher purpose. If we are not in a relationship at this time, and if we are in a relationship, we're talking about bringing our needs together with the needs of our partners and coming up with the ultimate solution that's going to give us all the peace of mind that we deserve and the respect that we deserve. Yes, it will end up creating more work for you, but this is work that we value, we love, and we cherish. This is work we look forward to doing when we wake up in the morning. And that's wonderful, Pisces. Cool. I think your reading's been the easiest yet for your mid-month reading, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next month. Feel free to drop me a comment or email. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did, you guys. Thank you so much again for your support and love. You rock. All right. Bye, guys.